Welcome into the fifth down. I'm Tor Thorne. The high school football season continued Friday with Week 4 action. We'll begin in the Copper Country with a battle of undefeated teams, Menominee Maroons taking on the Calumet Copper Kings. And the stage was set perfectly for a big night of football in the Keweenaw. We're going to pick up Calumet leading 7-6 in the second quarter. Maroons driving. Tanner Terkoff takes the snap, hit at the goal line, but makes his way in. The 2-point try, no good though. It's 12-7 Menominee. Same score nearing the half. Maroons driving. Clayton Miller takes the direct snap. Following his blockers and in for the score, Menominee takes an 18-7 lead into the half. Moving on to the fourth quarter now. Same score and Calumet looking to close the gap. Tyler Hallinan looks right and finds Ben Anderson. He sheds a tackle, making a nice move to go up the sideline for the big gain. Copper Kings offense back in business, setting up a few plays later. Hallinan rolling left and looking for pay dirt, heaving it up deep and finds Oscar Lucas. Touchdown Calumet. They'd convert the 2-pointer to pull within 3 points. 3.5 minutes left in the game. And then Menominee looking to answer the handoff to Dawson Bardowski as he makes a nice cut and finds a big hole, fighting off a final defender, and he would take this one all the way. The dagger from Bardowski closes out Calumet. Menominee wins our game of the week, 25-15.
I went into halftime knowing he didn't get as many touches as we need him to have. We got him some touches in the second half and one really big one sort of to seal it, and he can make plays when he has the ball. Calumet, we beat a good football team. All those kids play hard and they're so well coached, and we're happy to come up here and play for 4 quarters and get a victory. Any road win's big in this conference, and you know you're going to have to strap it on and play good football, and we had to do that tonight, and I thought it was well earned.
Let's head now to Irontown, a Westpac Copper Division matchup between the Kingsford Flivvers and Negaunee Miners. Picking up on a Kingsford opening drive punt, Evan Delangelo for Negaunee scoops it up, and he's made a habit of this, dodging a defender, picking up some key blocks, and he's off down the sideline, setting the tone early for the score. Negaunee up 8-0 off a 2-point try. Same score later in the first. Negaunee's Kyle Waterman in the pocket, bombing it up and drops it in a bucket to Delangelo. He's tripped up in Flivver territory. Setting up a few plays later, Brock Bonovitz rumbling in from short yardage for another touchdown. The Miners leading 14-0. A subsequent Kingsford fumble and toss up to Delangelo put Negaunee up 21-0. Seemingly comfortable, but Kingsford saying not so fast. Blake Tomazoski in at quarterback for Jack Kriegel. Flips the option to Jack Olson. He maintains balance off a hit, and he's gone, taking it in for the score. Kingsford cuts it to 21-7. Later, same score, Tomazoski showing what he can do in the pass game, lofting it up to Gage Sorensen for the touchdown. Flivvers back in it, 21-14. A shanked punt from Negaunee then gave Flivvers prime position, and they capitalize, finding Evan Scott again through the air. Before halftime, we're tied at 21 apiece. Into the second half, Kingsford still in a groove. Tomazoski hitting Sorensen again, beating his defender in the secondary for the score. Those two would connect for another later on. The Flivvers turn the tide and get a big road win, 35-21. Taking things to higher terrain in Marquette County now, where the visiting Houghton Gremlins took on the Westwood Patriots. And we're going to pick things up early in the first quarter with the Gremlins driving. On 1st and goal, senior running back Braden Googe plunges through the Westwood front from 7 yards out. The 2-point conversion would be no good, putting Houghton up 6-0. Taking things into the second quarter now, Houghton up 12-6. Westwood's Carter Shearer would break a couple of tackles. He takes this one in for the Patriots from 20 yards out for the score, tying us up at 12 apiece. And on the following 2-point try, check this out, Ethan Marta puts a little magic on his lateral, flipping it behind the back to Lewis Salmi for the successful 2-point try, putting Westwood up 14-12 late in the second. After a fumble recovery at midfield, Westwood would get the ball back, and this time Shearer goes up the sideline, barely staying in bounds here and avoiding Gremlin tacklers, channeling his inner Marshawn Lynch, Beastquake 2.0 for a 35-yard touchdown. But in a crazy second half, Houghton would prevail late. They defeat Westwood in a thriller, 46-44. The Gladstone Braves hosting Hancock on their homecoming, picking up Braves' first possession. Owen Giroux takes the handoff, and he's going to take this one 68 yards, going all the way to the house for the touchdown. Homecoming king Luke Ingram made the following kick. He had a school record 7 of them in this one. 7-0 Braves. On to the next Gladstone possession. Cooper Sandville tosses it up to Trevor Thorbon. A 29-yard pass and catch for the Braves for the touchdown. Ingram cashed in the extra point to make it 14-0 Braves. Later, Gladstone back with the football, and it's Giroux again, this time 19 yards to the end zone. The extra point, no good, 20-0 Braves. And then finally, it's Thorbon taking the handoff. He sees space and will take it 30 yards into the end zone to make it 27-0 Gladstone. It was a happy homecoming for the Braves. They win it 57-8. Let's take a look at some more action in the 11-player division. Lens takes down Manistique 46-16, and Escanaba tops Sault Ste. Marie 53-7. We head now to Ronberg Field for an 8-player showdown between the Ironwood Red Devils and host Norway Knights. Starting in the first quarter, Knights up 6-0. Ironwood with the ball. Brendan McCullough back to pass on 1st and 10 from Ironwood's 33. Keith Burkar comes screaming off the edge for the sack. It's a 10-yard loss. Red Devils would punt a few plays later. Norway back on offense, 1st and 10 from the Ironwood 25. Owen Bai flips to Josh Schiltz. He'll break through a couple of arm tackles and find Paydirt. 2-point conversion is good at 16-0 Norway. Ironwood looking to get their offense humming. They'll start attacking through the air on 4th and 11. McCullough will unload one deep to Eli Rutsala. Check out the diving grab from the senior playmaker. That'll set the Red Devils up nicely deep inside Norway territory. A few plays later, Ironwood again facing a 4th and goal from the 8-yard line. McCullough, a dart to Randall Kashik, who's able to hang on after a big hit. Ironwood cuts the lead 16-6. Second quarter, Norway facing a 3rd and 18 from their own 32-yard line. Caleb Lapine taking a deep shot and coming down with it is Owen Bai, who gets up to get it. Norway back in business. A few plays later, Bai caps off the drive with a 1-yard touchdown run. Knights convert the 2-point conversion. It's 24-6. Later in the second quarter, Knights with possession. Bai finds Cameron Varda, who gets behind the Red Devils defense. That's a 30-yard touchdown pass from Bai to Varda. Norway wins this one big on homecoming, 46-14. Some other 8-player scores. Gogebic takes down Superior Central 54-14. Cedarville Detour over Engadine 50-6. North Dickinson a big win over Ontonagon 62-42. North Central beats Brimley 55-23. Rapid River a big win over Forest Park 58-32 there. Pickford blanks Rudyard 66-0. And Carney Nadeau defeats Mid-Penn via forfeit.